Checkity check check. Oh,
So it was that chord? It was that chord?
Hut, hut. Hut, hut,
When are we going to do
What an intro for this.
You need to do that sometime while I come up with the lyrics.
Are you going to freestyle it? You want to freestyle the intro right now?
Sure. We're Dave and Pet. Okay, sorry. That was horrible. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Dave and Pet's Excellent Adventure. Here's a little something I wrote for you half a second ago in my brain. My name is Ped, and I'm here to say I wish it stopped raining so I could bale hay. But I'm happy because I'm here with Dave. The man knows how to save my joy. Hello and welcome in.
You're close. It was really good until the last little bit. Trying to figure out what to do with this dongle here that's hanging out.
So good to be here on David Ped's Excellent Adventure, where technical issues are only a phone call away.
Here you go.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm good.
It's the middle of summer and you're wearing a sweatshirt. Can't say that I agree with that choice.
Well, I have to turn the air conditioning on for you in here before you get here, so
Yes.
I'm frozen.
I appreciate it, but
Yes.
it's going to be really hot in here in about 10 minutes.
I've been up, been outside, been doing things. It was colder outside than it was in the house, so I threw a sweatshirt on.
Yeah,
Felt like that
very
was appropriate.
dewy also.
Very humid.
Very, very humid.
Humid.
So it is a beautiful day, though, because it's another day in God's wonderful creation.
It certainly is green
Yeah.
out there.
I'm very thankful for our friendship every time I'm here talking with you. It's funny how life's journeys happen and where God leads you and who he leads you to in life, isn't it?
Kelly was like, "Why do you do this podcast?" I said,
Seriously?
basically just so I can hang out with Ped the whole time. So
Is Kelly judging us thinking it's a waste of time?
certainly not.
Okay, good.
Certainly not.
Because, things might seem like a waste of time when you're doing it, but you got to grind and then make it happen, and then it's not a waste of time.
That's right. I feel a little naked without a hat on, honestly.
Yeah. Go find one. There's an old
Here,
decal
hold on.
hat over there.
Hold on.
Oh, grab that DK 535 up top.
Well, it's going to leave powder all over my head.
Grab that straw hat up there.
I don't even have shoes on. Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. A little tight.
A little tight. All right. So, what you doing over there? Of course.
It's the most distracted episode ever so far. Here we go.
All right. So we're talking about life's journey, the path that God puts you on. When you're a believer in Christ, we decide, you know what? Yes, we have the ways that we want to think, the ways we think that we want to live our life that are good, but sometimes God's plans are different. And I'm getting to a point here. I'm not rambling.
Okay. All right.
So on Sunday, you were officially voted as an elder at our church. You're 35?
6.
You're 36 years old, pretty young for an elder, but you're very wise, you're very mature. Maybe it's not young for an elder. Maybe we're just getting old.
There's a couple that are younger than I am. Already.
Okay.
And they've been on there for a while.
Yeah, so congratulations, first of all.
Thanks.
I think you will be a wonderful elder. I shared this story with you a few weeks ago how I was at the tractor. And I was like, I think Dave would be a really good elder someday. And then I told you that, and you said, oh, they've actually already asked me to pray about it and see if I'd consider doing it. And here we are. So January 2026, you start. When you were going to church in Colorado, your life growing up, your faith journey, did you ever aspire to be an elder someday in a church where you're prayerfully helping lead a congregation with decision making and stuff?
No, I've never aspired to do that. I probably have a knack for maybe seeing a little bit of a vision and seeing, kind of setting forth some ideas and looking ahead and strategic planning a little bit, but I've never had a desire to do it. No,
right on.
Like an aspiration is not. Although I've spent some time reading through 1 Timothy with some friends, and in 1 Timothy, Paul is describing to Timothy the requirements for elders and deacons. And the specific language is for anyone who aspires to become an elder or an overseer. I just found that language interesting. That I'm not sure if that's a cultural thing or if that's how else that could be interpreted. But it seems like it was okay for people to want to aspire to hold those roles, and if they did, they needed to hold to certain standards and things. So I found that interesting. Yeah,
for sure. Have you ever thought man, I just came back here 4.5 years ago, like the people you've met, what's all happened. You've been super involved in the church, and now just 4 short years later, or whatever it's been, you're an elder. Do you ever sit back and think, "Wow, this has been kind of a wild 4.5 years"?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a lot of fun. I think that the church and where we go now has only increased my pursuit of godliness.
Yeah.
And so I think that's a big factor of why I really enjoy our church so much and feel called to serve in it, is because I feel like it is pushing me to pursue godliness, which is what Scripture calls us to do.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. You when you end up, leading ministries or being part of a big ministry, it just builds in that accountability. So now, granted, you get asked to be in a position like that because you're, at least what we see, and hopefully what we see is your heart true, is that you're already seeking that and living like that. But it just adds a little more accountability to that lifestyle that you're choosing to seek out.
Yeah, I think I look forward to sitting with a lot of men who have already accepted that responsibility and lived under that calling and are a great example of that. And so I think that gets me fired up, because it's one thing to lead your family and go through Bible studies and pray and learn with your wife and your kids and that sort of stuff, but to sit with other men who've been doing it a lot longer than you have and who have been responsible for leading a church is really neat, and I'm excited to do that with a bunch of guys that are super sharp.
Right on.
Yep.
What you think of my cousin, one of the greatest humans on earth, Glizzy P, I call her, Elizabeth Peterson. Just absolute, giving. It was almost like we were at an award show. She's up there doing these introduction speeches. She was getting emotional, talking about the elders that were going off the board. That's Pedersons are criers. We're very emotional people.
Yeah.
And then her little intro that she gave about you coming on and introducing your family, and then Clayton also and stuff. I was like, she's just a great person to always ask for stuff like that. She knocks it out of the park, and she takes it very seriously.
I thought it was wonderful. I thought it was great to recognize the effort and the contributions that the people that are stepping off the elder board have given, and it gives a real nod to those that have put a ton of effort in.
Yeah.
So I thought that was awesome.
Come next summer, you could get done with your elders on Friday mornings. Maybe we go play 9 in Alta.
Hey,
occasionally.
That sounds pretty fun.
All right. Congrats to you. You're going to do great, buddy.
Thanks, man.
Your dad, wonderful human, John Curry. Love that man. No one compliments me more on my drumming than your father. Absolutely. He called me Buddy Rich on Sunday.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah. But he came up to me Sunday before church. He said, I might have to come on this show after all and correct a few things you guys have been saying.
Yeah. I think our farming then versus farming now segment probably needs some of the farming then.
Yeah, to be here in person.
Yeah, because I think we've been butchering it. So he goes, oh man, I have a new idea, manure spreader.
Yeah.
So he dug around.
Yeah, we got one here in front of us.
He dug around and he found this baby, and it runs. I mean, it's full working.
Look at that thing.
It works as long as you got a little weight in it to keep those wheels moving. I mean, it's quite the rig. And so these handles will actually engage and disengage. One of them would have run the belt on the bottom. And then, so it's full working deal here.
Man, I love that. Our before we got our nice big one, the manure spreader we used had a chain that you had to run up to the cab of the tractor, and you had to reach back and pull it to adjust the speeds and stuff of the belt and all that. It was very annoying.
Yeah.
Thank God for technology and PTO shafts and new things nowadays.
Hydraulics.
So much better. Hydraulics.
Yep.
Yeah. If you filled this thing with Skittles and held it upside down and someone turned the tire wheels or these wheels, it could be like a Skittles dispenser into your mouth.
The things you're thinking that you could think of.
Yeah, I see that. And I'm like, hey, wait a minute.
Hey, this
candy dispenser.
This could feed me.
Yeah, we need some episode. We're going to have both our dads on and just tell us about farming back in the day.
Yeah,
and correct us a little, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. Even just our comments on the planting. So we had a short discussion on how they would plant with horses.
Yep.
Right. And so they had from my understanding, I'm sure I'm going to say it wrong again, but they had a like a string line wire. Mm-hmm. And that wire every so far had a knot on it that would trip the seed to then release and drop down into the ground. That's how that works. So they would run a 2-row planter with this horse, but they would have it, the lines would trip at the right spot so that they could cultivate the field in 2 or 3 different directions. So that was, I learned all about that, but I'm sure my dad could fill us in more.
And that was great technology to them back in the day.
For sure. Yep.
All right. Do you fancy yourself someone who's good at driving in reverse?
Yeah, I think so.
Me too. I spend
full speed or just driving in reverse?
No, just driving in reverse in general. Don't have to go full speed.
Are we backing trailers in, or we're just
backing trailers in, driving in reverse without anything on?
I think I'm pretty good.
I consider myself very good at driving in reverse. Sometimes I'll drive backwards around the farm just because I know I want to back in somewhere to like load some feed up. I'm just like, there's no point in pulling forward then just backing up. I'll just start going in reverse from where I'm from.
Yeah,
and we'll get there eventually.
I actually agree. Adam is very good at backing up in reverse.
How's the new pickup work? I mean, is that throwing things for a little bit of a loop? Getting used to backing that up?
Yes, the first couple weeks were an adjustment because
it's a longer pickup.
It's longer and it turns a little. I got to anticipate my turns more with the trailer backing up. I've noticed.
Doesn't quite turn as sharp as quick.
Yeah, yep. And first try every time with my old truck, nailed it with the trailer backing up to the barn at my dad's or up to the other farm, unloading the cows. I've noticed it's taken me a few tries each, and it's kind of irking me a little bit. But we'll get there. I just know it takes practice and time.
Yep.
So I ask this because I have a question, a hypothetical question.
Okay.
But for $1 million or for whatever the scenario be, some very important scenario, maybe someone's life has to be saved. Do you think you could drive a truck across a 500-foot bridge? You have to go both ways safely with only 1 inch on either side of the tires. The bridge is 2 inches wider than the vehicle you're in.
So I have to drive it across and then back?
Yep. And if you fall off, it's a long ways down to a very unhappy
There's no guardrails then?
No guardrails. I feel like I could do it because I'm an egomaniac, but I would drive backwards first because then I know, all right, I'm good. If I got that, I should be good. But 500 feet is no joke.
Do you have to go full speed?
No, I'm thinking you can take your time, go as fast as you want. Obviously, I think I'd want to build a little bit of a rhythm.
And there's a trailer.
Like just
a grain trailer?
Plain vehicle.
Oh.
I was going to say, if you can do any speed, that's not too bad.
No, plain vehicle. You got the bridge is 2 inches wider. Basically, you're on a wooden plank. No guardrails, no nothing. 2 inches wider than the vehicle you're in. I feel like I could do it. I would go reverse first because then I feel safe going forward. But it's just the one thing about reverse is sometimes you get just a little bit off and you try to correct it back. That's when you maybe could get a little loosey-goosey.
Because as soon as you have to pitch the wheels to correct, that's when you get out of whack.
That's when things get out of whack. And before you know it, all of a sudden one wheel hangs over and then the whole truck goes tumbling down into the Grand Canyon. I don't know if it's the Grand Canyon. I just made that up. But we'll just say it's over the Grand Canyon.
That definitely raises the stakes a little bit. It's different than
I feel like I could do
it.
Boy. But yeah, I'm going reverse first because if I don't make it, okay. Because I know I can get forward. I don't want to go forward, give people hope, and then go off the bridge backwards.
Well, that's a good point. I
just randomly thought of this question the other day.
In my mind, what I'm thinking is so if a tire is 8 inches wide, and I've got 1 inch, that gives me 3 to 4 inches of wiggle room before that tire goes off.
Yep.
So I feel like
you got to consider
I'm
that.
normally driving a sprayer at 12 miles an hour with about 4 inches of wiggle room on both sides. And those tires are much thinner.
Yeah.
So I think I could probably do it.
Yeah.
The reverse is a challenge because as soon as you get out of line, then it's. I think so speed too. Is. Yeah.
And you get to pick your vehicle. Like pick the vehicle you're most comfortable in, you're most used to, and stuff. I would probably just pick my truck that I'm in now, and I feel like I could knock it out.
There you go.
I don't even look in the. And I would turn off that backup cam. Get rid of that. I never use that thing.
Oh.
I use my mirrors in my rearview mirror, side mirrors. I don't like the backup cam.
I only use it if I'm in parking lot situations where there's people doing this.
This is true. Also, I guess if you're like backing up to a trailer or like a
Yeah, ball hitch.
ball
or
hitch
something.
trailer down, or just a regular hitch.
Yeah, I'll
would
use
work.
that too.
Good. I feel like you could do it.
Thank you.
Hoshway, you think you could do it? Life on the line.
If I'm not in a truck, I think I could reverse it.
That old Volvo you used to have,
Oh, the Volkswagen.
or Volkswagen. My
Oh
bad.
yeah, for sure, that thing. Yeah, but then I would accidentally hit the pedal just slightly too hard, just go flying.
Josiah would get to it. He would make it in reverse and be like, "All right, 105 going forward across the way." The man loved that car. It had some giddy up.
So someone's life has to be saved, but also I might die. Is
Yeah.
that how this goes?
Yeah, but you could be the hero if you live and save this person.
Okay.
If you die, then they both die.
Yeah, that's what
If
I was.
you go off the
that's
bridge.
what I was thinking.
If you go off the
It
bridge,
started off with an opportunity to save somebody else, and now it's turned into a chance for both of us to die.
it's like you have to do this for them to live.
and also you might die.
Yep. So the pressure added. We're going to see who can perform under pressure. Also,
Heights is a thing to me. I mean, if you're just going, over
me
if you're
too.
going over the creek bridge, not a big deal to me. But over the Grand Canyon, I'm putting her. There's no way. There's no way, man. No
heights
way.
is I hate heights unless I'm like secure. Like if
Yeah.
I had a cable on me, I'd be okay. Or if there's a railing or something. But like even going up like the lookout on the Kings Point lighthouse
Oh, that gets you.
in Storm Lake, you're way up there, and but you have that railing to hold on. Even when I look over that, I get like the queasy feeling
little
in
gooey.
the stomach. So, but I do want to someday go to the Grand Canyon and go out on that glass lookout and walk out on it. I think that would be incredible.
Yeah. I've not been to the Grand Canyon. That's one of the big things I have not seen in
Same.
person. I've been to the Hoover Dam. I thought that was
nice.
I thought
That'd be
that was
cool.
pretty cool. That's also one of those moments where you look over the edge and you're like,
The cheeks start shaking. Lord, help me.
and Kelly, my wife, is the exact opposite. She would get a thrill out of it. Yeah. And I'm just lay down on the ground. The closer to the floor, the better. You know?
All right, family vacation. I'll come along, and me and Kelly will do all the crazy things.
I thought you said you didn't like heights.
But well, if I'm like, I could do like the Grand Canyon lookout because I know like this isn't gonna break. I'm
That'd
okay.
be fine. That'd be fine.
And you got like a railing to hold on to.
Yeah, that'd be all right.
So Bobby Bones, I remember watching he had a show called Breaking Bobby Bones or something like that. And he went and did like all these crazy jobs. And he hung from like a suspension cord, and he went with a guy who had to go underneath that thing. Oh, and hang over the Grand Canyon and clean it. Can you imagine?
No.
And he also did an episode where he was in Esterville at Iowa Lakes College and went up into like a windmill and had to help fix it on the inside. And he said, I'll probably never go to Iowa ever again. It was the middle of winter, and we were in like the middle of a polar vortex. It was like negative 30 degrees
And he had
wind
to be
chill.
out there
And he
cleaning
said, I've never experienced cold like that. My fingers still hurt. Like for like a month afterwards, his fingers like still tingled, the tips of them, because he didn't wear like the proper attire.
Oh, man.
And he said, I will never go back to Iowa. And then he said, well, maybe not in the winter at least.
Yeah. Yeah.
Would you go bungee jumping, Adam?
Oh, yeah. That would be amazing. I've always wanted to go bungee jumping and skydiving.
So you're not really that scared of heights.
Well, I feel like that's safe. You got like a...
There's
No.
yeah,
yeah,
you're
but I'm
really
playing the
high.
odds. The cord ain't going to snap.
but you're still looking at the height. You're going down.
Yeah, I guess, but with those, I guess I think I might almost throw up when that plane door opens. But you just gotta, but I know that I would just say, here we go, and just jump.
So now we should get a rock climbing video with you.
I'd do that. Wait, can I be secured? I don't want to free solo this thing.
Well,
We're gonna go bouldering and let you drop.
Bouldering's good. We should do that.
Have you ever watched the free solo stuff?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
I start sweating.
Yeah, that gives you like
and
the
I
queasy feeling.
I start pacing around the room, and Kelly just
I love.
looks at me.
those
What's
videos.
wrong with you?
What do you think is the mental composition of someone's brain
Boy.
to give them the confidence to do something like that?
What is his name? Adam. You know what I'm talking about?
I know who you're talking about. I don't know his
Adam
last name.
Arnold. Is it? Or
Is he still alive?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's like one of the craziest.
Yeah,
freestylers.
they'll like pull their phone out and take a selfie while they're hanging from 2 fingers on a cliff.
Yeah.
Or Magnus Meatbow.
I'm getting goosebumps right now thinking of it.
Is he the YouTube guy?
Yeah, he's a big YouTube guy. He
Yeah,
does a
I've
lot
seen
of
his-
gym
I've
stuff.
seen
Yeah,
his
I can't believe maybe people just
Norwegian,
like,
I think.
maybe they're just like, I'm one with nature. If I fall, I guess I fall. Crazy though.
I like
Great for
rock
him.
climbing, but I couldn't free solo like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
All right, less queasy topic. Here we go.
Let's move on.
I want to grow out a raggedy beard. I can't grow a great beard. It's gotten better over
Your
the years.
face there.
It's gotten better over the years, but I can't grow a great beard. But I think I've decided that I want to do No Shave November, And then in December, I want to go. There's a place in Des Moines called Scissors and Scotch, and I want to go get like the full beard treatment.
Yes.
Like I want to have a
That'd be
guy shave my beard. I want to get the hot towel, the moisturizer on afterwards, the whole experience. I think I want to do that. And
This is such a first world thing. Right
I
here.
want
This
to do
is
that
great.
because of my obsession with barber ASMR on TikTok. I love watching ASMR.
Can you describe what ASMR is?
Yes, audio, sensory. Don't know what the M and the R are.
Which is
Basically very like highly sensitive mics are collecting every little noise you make, and a lot of people like do scratches on their face, or it might be scratches on the mic they're on, holding certain things with their long nails, tapping it. I watch bed making ASMR, where you just hear the sheets getting folded and stretched and people making the bed and patting the pillows and stuff. I'm totally into ASMR.
I just don't
bro.
get it. I hate ASMR.
I am totally into it. It scratches my brain where it itches, brother.
this is a totally weird thing to me.
It's
Yeah,
what
have
most
you
people's
never
reaction
listened to it?
is. And I watched this Turkish guy. He does the craziest, like,
Are you learning things while you watch the video?
no, it's just soothing me.
I
I almost fall asleep while watching them. They're
I
supposed
will-
to help you sleep.
I will waste time on YouTube, but usually there's a knowledge component to it.
Yeah, some not for me. They're supposed. My knowledge ones are like the food ones I watch. They teach me cooking techniques,
Sure.
or knife cutting techniques or something. But this is just straight up like relaxing. Almost puts me to sleep. And this guy goes crazy. He'll trim their beards, and you hear the with the knife on taking the beard off. He throws this stuff all over their whole face and goes crazy, giving them like face massage. Does like crazy flapping things with their ears. Then he puts like
He just starts flapping their
he
ears.
puts like I'll send you a video.
No, I'm
He
good.
puts like club soda in their hair and like massages their scalp. It's supposed to do something. And you hear all the fizz of the club soda. Oh, bro, it's all time. And
I
want-
hate ASMR
And it
so
has
much.
inspired me to want to grow my beard out and go get have a day, like an hour-long
Have a day.
beard treatment appointment.
Okay.
You should grow your beard out. We should go do it together. We could video it.
I basically just had one. I wish you would have told me this 3 days ago.
Well, you can start now, or just start in November. We'll go after November together.
How about we start in September or something?
Oof.
We'll go all winter.
Oh boy.
Like if you're gonna go beard,
My beard is not going to be good, but I might commit to it with
if
you.
I'll
gonna
let's talk about this a little bit
Yeah,
more.
I'm gonna
we'll
look-
figure out a good start date.
We'll workshop that. All right. All right. Let's catch up on the farm, buddy. Today's an exciting day at Pedersen Farms. We're putting up the fence for our sweet corn patch.
Oh yeah.
Sweet
You still
corn
fence
season.
it. You still fence.
Oh yeah, we put two strands of electric fence around it.
Okay.
Because those rascal coons get in there and eat it all. And
you got a lot of
skunks.
trees around there to hang out with all them coons.
Oh yeah, they'll torch it. So we put up electric fence around it. They've been out there before and heard a little. You'll hear one get zapped. It's a great
Yeah,
feeling.
yeah.
You're like, yeah, that's right, I win. And so we're doing that today.
You only do two. Two
Yeah,
low
two.
or one
Too
low,
low.
one
One's
high?
one's probably like 2 inches off the ground. The next one's probably
Yeah.
about 4 inches above that.
Yeah.
Dude, it works wonders.
We would do that, and then we'd also do one 2 or 3 feet off the ground.
Oh, I've never done that.
That
For
was
deer or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't really get deer back there, but you can see now they've been in there a little bit, but we'll get this up and take care of the problem.
We have transitioned to straight repels all.
what's like a powder you put
It's
around
a
it or something?
granular. It's a granular. It's got like garlic and all sorts of stuff in it, and you just sprinkle that around the outside.
Does it work?
We've done that. This is year 4, I think, and we have nothing.
Where do you get this at?
Bombgars.
Because Sheldon and Power Equipment sell it?
I don't think they probably sell repels all.
Well, I'm going to look into it.
Okay.
If not, then I'll go somewhere else.
All right.
But man, that's something to look into instead of doing the fence every year. Because
It's so much easier.
yeah, the fence is like, it's not hard, but it's just annoying and
It
time
is.
consuming.
Yes, it is.
And then every year when we take it down, I got to wrap up the wire and
Yep.
everything. So
We had just purchased all new wire. And then the next year we thought, oh, let's just try this. So we'll buy 3 or 4 of these granular containers from Bombgars.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes 3, 4 to go around the patch. And we got a pretty good patch, pretty big patch. And that has been a real game changer.
huh.
Yep.
Do you guys ever get skunk problems?
Oh, yes.
I mean, they're around for sure.
Yeah, you'll smell them out there when you're out picking sweet corn.
Yeah.
You?
Not at my house currently, but when I was in Dayton, yeah, we had skunks galore.
They're awful.
Yeah, we tried everything and they wouldn't go away.
Is that an Ohio thing?
I don't know.
Just a Dayton thing?
Possibly. I
Just a
don't know.
Josiah thing?
Might be a me thing. I just
Skunks
think,
are attracted to the man. Yeah, so I'm super pumped. It's I cannot wait to have our sweet corn
We're getting
freezing
close.
day.
We're 10 days
Are
maybe
ya?
away-ish, maybe a little more, but
we're probably like 3-4 weeks still. We got things planted a little later.
Yeah.
But boy, we do. My aunt comes down. Sometimes she'll bring some of her grandkids if they're around, and we'll have a big freezing day. We freeze 60, 65 quarts, have a big feast for lunch, usually some pork burgers or steak with
Yeah.
sweet corn.
yeah.
What a time.
I'm going to go get something.
Please.
Pause this. I'm going to go get something, and I'm going to show you what we are anticipating doing for our sweet corn
Oh,
patch.
baby, here we go. He's going to freeze it and make elote.
why don't you explain the difference between cows and bulls? Because I think a lot of people get confused
Ooh.
by when my age of kids. I never got confused because I live on a farm.
You have kids? Just kidding.
My age of kids. My age. I don't know what
What
he's
is
doing.
happening up there? It sounds like reindeer on the roof at Christmas.
He's gonna be quick, so maybe I shouldn't ask this now.
So, he's doing that on purpose.
Yeah.
So cows
Well,
are.
before you continue, everyone watched the Barnyard movie, and the bulls have udders.
That's messed up. Who
Have
the
you
heck
not
made that
seen the
movie?
Barnyard movie?
No.
That
Who
was
the
back
heck-
in like 2006,
Didn't need to
man.
watch it. I lived it.
Yeah. Yeah, but the cows had freaking udders.
Who does that?
And so
Well,
a lot
cows
of
do have
a lot of
udders.
people.
Bulls don't.
Sorry, the bulls have udders. I got messed up there.
I'm going to answer this question quick from Josiah. First of all, you could not have been any louder up there. It sounded like reindeer on the roof on Christmas Eve. So the difference between cows and bulls is cows are the female bovine and bulls are the male bovine. But a bull can go from a bull to a steer. So you have bulls and steers that are your males. So all male calves are born bull calves. Which means they have male genitalia. I won't go any further than that. But then when they're older, you will go through a castration process where you remove their reproductive organs because when they're all together and they get older, they'll start breeding their sisters, essentially, if you don't do that. So every male calf is born, or every male calf is born a bull. It becomes a steer eventually. But obviously the ones for breeding, a lot of guys will be like, oh, that one looks amazing. We're going to keep him for future breeding process. And so that's the difference. The bulls are the male, much like Adam, and the female, much like Eve, are the cows.
Is there other things other than steers that you call is a Hereford a type of bull?
Hereford is like, yes, the Hereford is like,
A breed?
You have like, you have Cadillac, you have Mercedes, you
Okay.
have Ford. So the Hereford is just the breed. I used to do Angus, black Angus cows. So I had purebred calves, purebred black Angus bulls with purebred black Angus cows. But I didn't think they gained enough. So I switched to Hereford bulls and I've seen an increase in the weight gain for sure.
Boom.
And people love those baldy calves, that black. They can tell they came from a black mom with the Hereford bull. The guys love
They love it. They
because
eat
they
it
know
up,
you're going to
huh?
get some good. They know once you hit about 1,000, they're going to go skyrocketing up to 1,500
Real
at the
quick.
feedlot.
Yeah.
So that's the difference.
I was just asking that question because maybe David, have you seen that old Barnyard movie that came out mid 2000s?
They put udders on the bulls in the movie.
It's a cartoon, very popular. Yeah, they put udders on all the bulls, all the male.
I'm not trying to sound like a cow elitist, but I think this is a real number. I would venture to say that like less than 2% of the world's population really understands cattle.
I just see a lot of people call bulls cows,
'cause
and
I have
they
answered-
don't understand that they're different.
Yeah. And living in a small farming community, I've answered this question hundreds of
Or
times.
steers
People-
versus cows.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just interesting to me.
Yeah.
Especially with a lot of people my age who grew up. That movie drove me nuts as a kid because I knew it was.
Oh, that would
wrong.
frustrate a farm kid who actually knows the difference.
Yeah. Anyways,
What do you got
sidetrack.
here? Are we making some kind of? You got a chemistry set?
This is the newest technology in corn shucking.
You have like it's like a. Is that going to be like a
That is the go button.
C2 CO2?
This is an air compressed.
What in the
This is
world?
an air compressed ear stripper, if you will. This is called the Shuck Buddy.
Where did
Sure
you get this?
Online. So this thing
Feels like a lot of extra work.
This is a air compressed piston, and you set your ear right here, and you press this button, and it shoots the ear through this and strips all the corn off.
So you still have to
And then
husk it first.
Yeah, you have to husk it first.
Okay.
But this strips all the corn off of the ear, and it's called a Shuck Buddy. And it is, I'm anticipating great things. We have not used it yet, but my friend Kristen sent me a video of her with her, I don't know, it was probably a 4-month-old, 5-month-old strapped to her chest, and she said she was doing like 400 in an hour or something crazy. It might have been more than that even.
Do you have to hold it with your hand, or does that just
There's this little scoop. I think this sits in here like so.
just set it on and bang,
And
bing,
then
bang, boom, and underneath
and
here
it
you have
shoots
your
out
bowl catching it?
So this I think comes out the other side.
Oh.
And then it drops down. So the setup that I saw somebody had is they've got this mounted to a table, and that is on the end of the table. So then what comes off, everything that comes off then falls down into a Ziploc bag that's just waiting for it.
Hey,
And then the ear shoots straight into a skid loader bucket.
phenomenal. Sheldon Power and
options.
Equipment have these?
I bet I can talk to Mitchell about it.
Yeah.
I bet I can talk to
Mitchell,
Mitchell
you'd buy
about
1,000 Shuckmaster 5,000.
it. Shuck Buddy 5000.
Shuck Buddy.
Shuck Master.
Dude, that thing is sick.
Isn't that sweet? So
Looks
this
amazing.
we bought this last year right after sweet corn season. We just thought, man, there's got to be an easier way. We've been doing this for 40 years this way.
Yeah, me, my mom, and my aunt stand in the kitchen for 3-4 hours cutting corn off by hand, and my back is just killing me.
Yep.
When are we gonna have robots to do the corn for us?
This
like
is
that?
about as close to getting it done here.
AI corn freezing. The other day on the farm, few little cattle updates. I had like a 400-pound calf I just found dead one morning.
Holy smokes.
That was not a happy day. Sometimes they have an inner disease going. They look fine when you look at them, and the next day they're just gone. So I had to drag that one out and throw it in our hole and bury it. That made me very upset.
No kidding.
But I do have to remind myself it comes with the territory. You raise animals, they're gonna die, but it still sucks when it happens.
Yeah.
And then I thought that I killed a calf. So the other day I'm out on my 4-wheeler, I'm checking the cattle in the pasture, and I see a calf laying on the other side of 2 strands of electric fence that we have going around the pasture. It's laying in the beans. And so I hop over the fence, and then the calf pops up and won't let me grab it. I'm trying to catch it. Finally, I told my dad, all right, come out, unhook the wire at the east edge of the field. I'll walk it down the fence line. It'll go through. Well, then I got close enough where I was able to grab it. So I grab it, and I didn't want to get shocked. So I set over the fence and just dropped it a couple feet, but it landed kind of weird. And then it was just like laying there with its tongue hanging out, gasping for air. And I was like, great, I think I just killed this calf.
Oh my gosh.
So I climb back over the fence, and I feel terrible. I'm about ready to cry. I feel so awful. And then it gets up and starts running. I'm like, oh, sweet. But it was super skinny. Like, you'd see its ribs. It was bad. And it was like trying to beller, but it couldn't, which means it's super weak. So I grabbed it. My dad came out with this pickup. I sat in the back of my dad's pickup, like holding it. And then we drove up to the place, took it in, put it in a fenced-in area where I have like calves that are sick I take care of. I've been bottle feeding it ever since, and now it's doing great.
Really? That's
So
great.
I'm a little hesitant to turn it back out.
Sure.
Because it's a twin. It's one of those twins I talked about.
Yeah.
But it was doing great, but it was so small and weak. I'm trying to think, was it in the beans for like a few days and I didn't see it?
Yeah.
Or has it not been getting milk from its mom? Because when I dropped it over the fence, its mom came running right over and started licking it.
Really?
So I feel like it's probably taking care of it. I'm going to try.
Somehow it got over there.
Yeah. Just walk through the fence. Sometimes they'll do that. So I'm going to bottle feed it, and then hopefully in like the next week or so, I'm going to try it back
see what
out.
happens. Keep your eye on it.
Yeah. But boy, I felt terrible.
Yeah.
I thought I killed it. So, because it like landed weird, and I thought I like broke its neck.
Yeah.
But it's good.
Yeah.
And now when it sees me come with a bottle, pops right up, comes running over, this tongue hanging out, ready
Nice.
to
Good.
drink that milk.
Good. That's great.
So, yeah. Then I had another cow that could like barely walk. It was limping so bad.
Yeah.
Got that in a building, same building this calf's in, and gave it a shot. Some Banamine, which is a medicine you put on its back. That's actually really only like a painkiller, really.
Okay.
It doesn't really do much, but the vet says to give it. And then it won't feel the pain. It'll kind of start walking normal again. And now the cow's doing great.
Wow. That's
So,
great.
Couple success stories.
Good.
One not so successful story.
Yeah.
That's cattle farming, baby.
It is.
That's
man.
animals.
Yeah. It's part of it.
That's all I got.
Yeah.
Anything exciting on your farm besides sweet corn season coming
I would
up?
say I wouldn't call anything exciting. A lot of mowing.
Yeah.
You know, so
Never
much
ending.
mowing right now.
Yeah.
We had another 1.5 inches of rain. So it just keeps on coming.
Not us.
Yeah, my ditches are full of water and soggy and can't drive through them right now. So it's just kind of how it goes. And everybody's been putting on fungicide and insecticide on the corns this week to try and, when you've got air this humid in the mornings for this long, I mean, 9, 10 o'clock and it's still humid. You go out in the middle of the field by noon and you're still getting wet.
Yep.
That means the moisture's hanging out in that corn so long you're going to start to get some disease issues, and especially when it's warm at night. I mean, last night I think our low was 69 or 70. So it's staying warm enough at night to where we're going to start to have some issues. It surprisingly has actually held off so far. We thought it would have probably come in a little earlier. But with the fungicide, insecticide being sprayed this week, I think we'll start to get close to full pollination and
right on.
and really see stuff start to take off on the ear size and ear fill here over the next couple weeks.
Yep.
Yeah.
When I was getting that calf out of the field, I got soaked. And I got PTSD from walking beans and roguing into tasseling days. And I was like, boy, that job stunk.
Yeah.
Never again.
Yeah. I was just walking fields the other day and I was trying to think about how much pollen I'm breathing in and how little air is going to go through my nose in about 3 hours because I'm just going to be, just so swollen and full.
Yep. You need to get one of them neti pots. Just empty the face out.
Oh, I got one.
Yeah.
I got one. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
Or
that time of
sauna.
year to be walking it but it's also been so muddy that you just don't want to go in the fields because you're just going to come out wet and full of mud. And that's
Very,
just
very, very wet.
part of the gig though.
I gotta say, shout out to the weather the last week. We have missed the rains. In
You
Alta,
have?
and I am
Wow.
so thankful for it.
Really?
Our farm is pretty darn dry right now, and let's
Holy
hope it stays that
smokes.
way. I need the water to keep going down so I can get my hay cut. So
Have you
it's
gotten
been,
some cut? Have you gotten some?
No, coming up here probably in the next few days.
Okay.
Second cutting in the next
Okay.
2 or 3 days. But
All right.
whew, I'm just so happy with the weather right now. Let's hope it stays this way. All these little, they're talking 1/10, they're talking 2/10. Let's just keep having those dissipate.
Push them a little bit.
Yeah, the best, I think it was 2 nights ago, they were predicting like 7/10, and we got nothing.
Yeah.
All kind of broke apart right by Alta. But everyone around us got a lot of rain.
Well, that's what we had. Inch
And
and
you
a
guys
half or
got
so.
soaked.
Yeah. So we can handle it. I mean, it's been coming nicely. We have not had big wind or hail or anything with it. So
No, and thankful we got sun and heat today.
yeah. So I mean, it's
That's big.
It's okay. And this, you want to talk about when a plant is using water. I mean, you have these huge, tall corn plants out there trying to think about filling ears and pushing ears out. I mean, they're using a lot of water. So
Yep.
I mean, we had a neighbor who is building a house just kitty corner from us, and they needed to tap onto our rural water line, and so they went in and with a mini X and were digging down to the existing main to tap into it, and it actually was fairly powdery, surprisingly.
Wow.
And we have had, I counted up the other day, we've had almost 15 inches in June and July, which is
Absurd. Completely absurd.
crazy.
Yeah.
And we got 10 days of July left, So I mean, we got some time to go, and I was surprised at how much water we probably could keep bringing on if it keeps coming like this, inch at a time. I mean, it'll be okay.
One great thing about all the rain and water we've had is that church retreat this weekend, that lake's going to be full.
Yeah.
And I am going to be able to blob some kids to the moon.
It won't be all
baby.
mucky and nasty and mossy, hopefully.
Shouldn't
either.
be.
Yeah.
And I am going to absolutely skyrocket some kids into outer space. It's going to be awesome.
Can you please get some video of that down there? That's going to
I'll
be.
try my best.
That'll be next
yeah.
level. That'll be next level. What was the Disney movie where they blobbed kids?
Oh shoot! What is that? Was that Heavyweights?
Yeah, it had to be heavyweights.
I
Maybe
think
it
it's
wasn't Disney.
heavyweights.
Maybe it wasn't Disney. It was just heavyweights.
Today, lunchtime is canceled today due to lack of hustle. All-time movie. All right. Sheldon Power and Equipment, where potentially down the road you might be able to find a shuck buddy
Yeah.
for sweet corn season.
There we go.
But what you can't currently find there is side-by-sides, hay and forage equipment. I'm sure they got nice new hammers if you need to buy a hammer.
Yeah.
Some hitch pins. I'm always looking for hitch pins.
Yep.
I honestly should just drive to Sheldon to buy my next hitch pin, meet Mitch, get some Taco John's while I'm there,
Yeah.
and come home, make a day of it.
Honestly, this mower has been a huge piece of equipment on the farm this year. I've used it probably Because
Talk about timing.
over the last 4 years, our lawns have fizzled out by mid-June because we just stopped getting any rain.
Yeah.
And we are deep into July, and it is as green as green
Yeah.
right now. So I'm mowing every 3.5 days.
Yeah.
And when I'm on it, that thing, I can mow twice as fast as I could with our older Kubota diesel. And it still takes me front to back to mow our place probably 2 to 2.5 hours.
And you probably enjoy it.
With the plot lawn. And it's such a smooth ride, man.
Yeah.
Independent suspension, X-Mark. It's so nice.
That's what Sheldon Power and Equipment can do for you. They can take a job that some people loathe and make it something you look forward to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So check them out. They got all the stuff you need.
My brother asked me, I bought a used pickup, and he said, why did you get that pickup? I said, well, honestly, I needed to spend more money on a mower because I'm spending way more time in my mower than I am in a pickup right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just makes sense.
Yeah. So it's been a huge addition.
Awesome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, go to Sheldon Power and Equipment. Tell them that the boys at Dave and Ped's Action Adventure from Hut Hut Media sent you.
There you go.
And say, what do you got for me? Go there without a plan and just let them help you.
Yep.
You know, that's what sometimes people do at Lowe's. They're like, hey, I want to put up a swing set. Let's go look around. Show me the best stuff for a swing set.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't have kids. I don't know if that's how it works. But I'm just assuming. That's how Tim the Toolman Taylor would do it.
There you go.
All right. Well, we're going to do part 2 of childhood jobs that rural America kids did growing up that city folk might not really have ever heard of or be aware of or done. So there might be some overlap.
Okay.
Because like my first one I have is construction. I feel like working for a construction crew is a summer job.
You did that growing up.
So many kids around to do. So I did not do construction, but I did work a summer for a plumbing and heating company.
Okay.
Installing, which kind of felt like construction.
A little bit.
We were always at the sites where the construction guys were, and we were putting in the toilets, the air ducts, the furnace lines, all that stuff, whatever it might be. I don't think I would have enjoyed the job if I hadn't worked with the guy I did. The guy I worked with was awesome.
Nice.
And our pastor's son, also, I hooked him up with that job. He needed a job. I got him that job. He spent the summer working with a bunch of guys that he did not like, and he did not enjoy the summer. We went to separate sites, and I went to different sites with this guy every day, and I loved it. I had a great time.
Yeah.
There was actually one time we were at the job site, and I'm not throwing shade, simple mistake, but one of the full-time guys put the wrong seal on a PVC pipe. We were at BV putting in new PVC pipe drains for this new kitchen that they were building.
Okay.
And so they were 12-foot PVC pipe, or good Lord, 12-inch
wow.
12-inch opening PVC pipes,
Yeah.
big PVC pipes.
Yeah.
And the boss who owned the company stopped by to check out the job site one day, and I was just there with this other guy, not the guy I normally worked with. He was on vacation, and the guy put the wrong seal on and tried to put them together, and the boss freaked out. He's like, Pedersen, grab that. We got to fix this quick. And so I put this giant PVC pipe in like a headlock hold. And I'm squeezing for dear life. And the boss puts the right stuff on and shoves it together because it holds. Because he didn't want to go spend hundreds of more dollars to having to fix what we did.
Right.
And we got done. He goes, boy, good thing you're a farm kid. You got a good grip. I was like, yes, the boss thinks I'm worthy.
That's awesome.
Never again would I ever want to do a job like that full time.
Yeah.
But now I know how to install a toilet. Oh my gosh, so many wax rings that we replace. But that's kind of a thing of the past now. You got those.
It depends. Yeah, depends.
You got those new, I don't remember the material. They kind of go along with the PEX pipes now you find for water lines. But a lot of people don't use the wax rings on toilets anymore.
I just put 2 new wax rings in.
Yeah. No, they're still
with a brand new toilet.
They're still really good, but I think a lot of people don't like the gooeyiness or they think it's messy.
They're kind of and
so they've gone with the new stuff. But
yeah.
Did you guys get hired a lot to do that? People didn't do it themselves? It's like one of the easiest things to do.
No, we would go into people's houses.
Well, yes, I know that.
And replace just the wax
5,
rings.
6 jobs.
But the wax wings?
Yeah.
Rings?
Wax wings? Yeah.
The wax wings.
It just surprises me. I feel like generally everybody should know how to do that. It's like the easiest thing you could do is
Yeah. You want to hear something disgusting? Most disgusting job I've ever had in my whole life.
All right.
That summer, I got sent one day, solo job. This is how I was like, hey, I must be trustworthy. They're sending me solo to do this.
No, they didn't want to go to this.
Well, because here's why. It was at the Storm Lake poop plant where everyone's poop goes. And there was a leak there. So I had to go into the main building that kind of runs everything, shut off the flow of all of this waste, cut open some PVC pipes, put on some new tees and 90-degree elbows and stuff, and fix these pipes. And when I cut them open, stuff came out, and it got on my hands. And then I had to go down and make sure the pipe was working, and I had to get right down. I call it the shoreline of Poop Lake. I had to get right down there by where all the poop collects in that watery, and like sit and watch it. And I'm sitting 2 feet away from so many people in Storm Lake's waste.
Oh my god!
It was one of the worst days of my life. It was disgusting. I'm like down there like gagging and stuff, but I got the job done. It was a disgusting job.
That's so gross.
Anyway, long story short, construction or plumbing and heating, maybe.
I wish I would have done some sort of construction. We built the office that's on the other side of this. We built that, and we've done a handful of jobs and whatnot. But but when you go into something, you do it every day for 3 or 4 months on a summer. You learn framing to where you don't forget it.
Oh yeah.
You learn how to hang drywall to where you don't forget it.
Yeah.
Just a lot of that stuff that I appreciate guys having that knowledge to do it. To build something from scratch, I think is pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure. Another one I have is so I texted you this. I asked some older farmer, like, tell me a couple jobs you didn't like that you did or that you did in the summer. And I don't even remember who I asked and where I was when I asked them. What is wrong with my brain? But this person told me riding the bean bar was one. And didn't you talk about doing that?
The bean buggy?
Yeah.
I didn't ride the bean buggy, but my parents for sure rode bean buggies.
Right.
Yeah.
I remember my dad having one on the farm, and you kind of had to balance it. But then once you got on it and started riding it, it worked. But he had one where you like sit almost like in a lawnmower seat and drive it by yourself, and it's got the 8-foot bar or something going. You drive that. I cannot imagine the amount of pesticide people got on themselves.
Yeah.
What the heck is a bean buggy?
I don't even fully understand it. Once again, this is a farming then versus a farming now conversation.
I've seen them in use before.
We'll have to bring my dad on to discuss that.
It's like it was essentially you were spraying your beans, and it was a bar that like went off the sides of the tractor, and guys like were sitting on the side running it. I think you were sitting on the side actually like running the hoses because our neighbor used one back. I remember being a little kid and seeing my neighbor do it, and there'd be like 4 kids sitting on this thing.
Yeah.
But we'll have to ask the old man.
I gotcha. No, I think I can.
How about shingling, roofing? Did you ever do that?
Once again, not huge construction around here. I spent a lot of time mowing. Yeah. Man, I'm a good mower. It's like all I talk about is mowing.
The hands down worst sunburn in the history of sunburns while helping a family friend shingle one day. It was actually the devil's. You ever heard of the devil's itch? This is a real thing. My doctor.
Asphalt stuff?
So, no, it's like the sunburn.
Oh.
It's called the devil's itch. And I found this out because my doctor told me. It was so bad I had to go to the doctor and get like treatment for my sunburn. And basically, you just have to deal with it. Just constantly feels like it's itching and like needles are stabbing you. And you basically just have to deal with it for like 3 days until it goes away. So I got that. I was playing third base that night at our baseball game, and I'm standing like constantly fidgeting, moving, like having internal like
crack over there.
And everyone's like, "What is the third baseman doing over there?" I was losing my mind. My parents like came down the stairs the next morning, and I was like melting down in the house, throwing couch pillows, screaming into the couch cushion, freaking out. I'm pretty sure my parents thought I was possessed and losing it. It was horrible,
really.
And so I went to the doctor after that, and he basically said, "You have the devil's itch." Which is a slang term for like this bad of a sunburn.
Yeah.
You just kind of got to deal with it.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
Ooh.
Aloe vera don't help.
Apparently I never learned though because I still farm with my shirt off. And I didn't wear a shirt that whole day on the roof. Stupid. No, aloe vera did not help.
That's silly to
Only God could help that. And he chose to make me learn my lesson.
We mowed for some neighbors. We had a C with a belly mower on it, with a Woods belly mower that we would drive over there. So my oldest brother Steve would drive that. My brother would ride the smaller riding mower, and then I got the push mower as the young kid, of course. So I did the
character builder.
Yeah, I did the character building work, which I hated push mowing, and we don't own a push mower at all anymore. So
smart.
If you can't mow it on a riding mower, it doesn't get mowed on this farm.
Fair.
Yeah.
I did push mowing back in the day at the farm. Yep. We most definitely have a big enough yard for a riding mower, but I think my dad wanted me to get some exercise.
We had the old swisher mower, where you just keep turning the wheel and it goes
yeah.
forward and then backward and forward and backward. Did all that.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
David, do you have an extra riding mower so I don't have to push bow? Because that's what I do at my house.
Do I have an extra one?
Good exercise though.
There are
It is
no
good
extra.
exercise.
Everything has a purpose around here.
Picking up rocks in the field.
Oh, yeah.
How about that, John?
I just did this year.
Did you?
Yeah.
You got a bad field?
Yeah, it's one we've only farmed for 2 years, and so it's in need of some rock picking up, and we have some drainage issues, so it keeps unearthing more
Yeah.
rock. Yeah, it's a problem.
So when my last year in 4-H, so every year as part of your 4-H club, you would do a 4-H service project, and my dad had
That's not service.
our whole club came out to the field.
That's not service.
Yeah, well, it ended up being service. So my dad got a nice win out of this. My dad's like, hey, I have a field that's rocks all over the place. Let's come out and pick up rocks. So as a 4-H club, we're out there with my dad. Some of the parents came. We spent an entire day, loaded up a flat rack. My dad drove around a flat rack that we put some plywood on so
Yeah.
it didn't have cracks.
Yeah.
Filled the thing full of rocks.
Wow.
But then what we did to complete the service project is a lady in Storm Lake that my dad knew. He talked to her about landscaping. She hired us. We went over and
oh, wow.
our whole 4-H club met. We landscaped her house with the rocks, made it look
Yeah.
really nice.
Sweet.
One of the dads knew how to make landscaping look nice, so he kind of directed it.
Sure.
When we were done, it looked amazing, and we all felt like
Wow.
so much accomplishment.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is really cool. So
That's
my dad
pretty
got the
cool.
win with the rocks.
Yeah.
Lady got the win with free landscaping
Yeah.
around her house.
Yeah.
And we completed our 4-H
All
service
those
project.
muddy-looking field rocks just parked in her front yard.
Yeah. I wonder if we hosed them off. Maybe we just God do his thing and waited for rain. I can't really remember, to be honest with you. A lot of them were covered.
Ours
in
are pretty
mud.
clean right now. They've had a lot of rain on them. Yeah.
Oh man, trimming fence line trees.
Oh, I'm still doing this constantly.
My dad, when I was old enough to run the chainsaw by myself, my dad would send me out there,
Yeah.
cut them down, just throw them into the field, and then we would burn them in the fall or winter. Obviously it's not a job you do when the crops are up. This is
Right.
a pre-plant or post-plant job.
Yeah.
And then we would just start a big old fire in the field with all these trees.
Yeah.
Then you got to go along with the tordon,
Oh, yeah.
dump it on them so they don't grow back, and then wait for the next ones.
We
to
usually
grow
don't
back.
burn them. We usually just try and get them while they're small, little tordon, lay them in the ditch,
That's what I should do, but I procrastinate and wait till they're 15 foot tall.
Well, that's the thing is usually the ones that we procrastinate are the ones that are sideways in creek banks. So they're not growing up, they're growing like this across the creek bank. So then you have to cut downward through a stump that's about 18 inches.
Uh-huh.
And then and then you have to try and tordon at an angle.
Yeah.
I've seen better.
Yeah. Yeah. Those are, I always tell myself, all right, I hate this. Just spend a day going out clipping them when they're little, and you want to do this, and then I never do it.
Yeah. So you just got to get in the gator, a four-wheeler.
Hey, YouTube idea.
Keep rolling
Trimming
around.
trees.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like your gator, by the way, out there.
Thank you.
Helping farmers like turkeys, pigs, cows.
Oh.
That's all these farmers that have these big commercial livestock things. I feel like that's a great job that a lot of kids. I know a lot of kids that do that now.
Yeah.
Who love it, and
Yeah.
it pays really well.
Yeah.
And you just have to be willing to get up, at 4 a.m. sometimes to do it.
Yep.
But that's a great job that I think
good gig.
that city kids would be like, what the heck is that?
Yeah.
And the farm kids are like, well, I have 10 times the amount of money you do. That's
Yeah.
what that is.
That's right. Yeah.
But did you ever do that with anyone? Have you ever done turkeys, pigs?
No,
anything?
we didn't. We had pigs when I was very little. We had just a small pen of pigs because my dad was kind of backing off of the livestock deal. But when I grew up, we were doing more seed stuff. So dad was selling quite a bit of seed, and so we were throwing bags and breaking mini bulk bags into guys' tenders or wagons or whatever it was, and so we had a lot of that going on.
Nice.
Yeah.
You need to come help with turkey some morning at Timmerman's.
I do not.
It'll
I
be
do
a
not
Dave and
need to
Ped
do that.
excellent adventure. It'd be a great
no
video.
There's no need
It'd
at
be
all.
a great excellent adventure video.
If we're talking about just an adventure, then maybe it would be an adventure. But there's no need.
Yeah, but
I don't think involved in any of this.
Good video though. Last thing I have written down is that for some reason back in the day, me and one of my best friends, we always wanted to work at Subway. We wanted working at Subway to be our summer job. We were obsessed with it. We went to Subway a lot. But we always thought that working at Subway for some reason would be a great summer job.
Because you could smell like Subway?
Yeah, I don't really know why. I think we just thought it'd be easy and fun to assemble sandwiches.
Interesting.
You'd probably get free sandwiches.
Subway is the sort of place that when you open the door, as soon as you open the door,
Oh, yeah.
you smell like Subway until you shower.
Yep, you do. It's kind of like Baumgars.
Yeah. As soon as that door opens, boom, it's stuck to you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how they do that with the air. I don't know if they've got something in that they're pumping in there.
Potentially.
But
They
it
have a
is-
little salami in their air conditioner
it
that
is
goes through.
stuck to you.
It is, but boy, do
for
I love that smell.
days.
Love that smell. Do you like the smell?
I would say that I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I would love it.
I would just say that I enjoy it.
Love it. Yeah. I mean, it's fine. I can deal with it.
Oh, that's the last job I have. Do you have anything else?
No, man. Mowing, some seed stuff, trimming trees, picking up rocks. That was life a lot growing up. We walked Little Beans when I was younger, but that kind of faded too, you know?
Yeah.
And then it was helping right on the 1466 with spraying fence lines and a lot of that stuff.
on.
Shoveling snow, moving snow, you know? Yeah.
Oh yeah, snow removal.
We
Ugh.
had had Jersey calves and pigs, so that was
That was a lot
for
of
me
your-
was the chores and
Yeah.
sorting pigs, man.
Yeah.
And then bottom feeding the calves and that kind of stuff.
Sorting pigs will test your patience more than any animal easily. Not
man.
even. It's not even close.
Yeah.
Those are little gremlins.
Because you can't direct them like you can cattle. Yeah, but cattle, a lot of times you're feeding them by hand every day and stuff. They get used to you. Pretty chill. They know where to go with the feed. Pigs are the devil, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can stand there all day long and try to get them someplace. If they want to go somewhere, they're going to still go that
And
way.
they're going to take you with them.
And you're
Yeah.
just going to be hitting them.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's dive into the auction and see what we can find.
Should we head on down to the auction?
Head on down to the auction.
I'm going to auction off this new idea right here. Oh,
It's not
ladies
for
and
sale.
gentlemen, we got a beautiful bright orange new idea. We're going to start it at $100. We're going to get $100 now, dollar bid now, and $105 now, dollar bid now, $105 now, $110 now, dollar bid now. Yep, $110 now, $115. Here we go.
That was pretty good.
Let's head on down to the
I
auction.
feel like you're getting a little better. You're getting a little better at that.
Hut Hut. That's what I need to do. Get an auction video for Hut Hut Media. Find someone who will let me auction off their goods.
Maybe they want to sponsor us for
There we
the
go.
Iowa auction. Iowa Auction Company auction segment.
Now we're talking.
There we go.
Hey, you know who you are. Sponsor us, buddy. All right.
Aggressive.
I'm going with my first want. It is found at high bid. The current bid is $5. Time remaining 1 day, 6 hours, 20 minutes. It is a Henridon Designer Series solid fruitwood dining room set.
Ooh.
Fruitwood is what it says. Why do I say this? My current dining room set is horrible. Chairs falling apart. It was free, and it was a wedding gift to my friend's parents when they got married in the 80s, I think. This brand new dining room set, and I still have it. All the chairs are intact. You can sit on them. They're not in the greatest shape. And I've been thinking it's time. It's time to upgrade. Now, am I going to buy this? No, I think it's in Maryland.
It was a wedding gift to your friend's
Parents. Yep. And so then my friend inherited it for their dining room. And then when they upgraded, they asked me if I wanted it. I was like, sure. I was moving into this apartment. Just gave me a free, big old nice table. The table's
Sweet.
actually still in good shape.
Really?
It's mainly the chairs.
Sure.
But I want a new table too that's square, looks a little nicer. It's a round table that sits in
Okay.
like a square area.
Yeah.
But
Nice.
so that's it. Dude, this is like a sweet one.
Is that kind of a dark brownish, or does it have some red undertones? Fruitwood typically would have a little reddish under. Yeah.
pretty nice. And the table looks like it's in super solid shape. And what sold me on it was you can tell the chairs where they have the armrests are wide for someone like me.
There you go.
So I'd be comfortable, nice
That does look
padding on
nice.
the butt area.
Mm-hmm.
And so something like this, I'm actually probably going to try to find one here on Facebook Marketplace at some point because I need to upgrade.
We bought, when we first moved out here, we needed a new table, so we bought one off of Facebook, super cheap, but it's perfect for when you have kids that are, like we have a set of acrylic markers for Jocelyn, which means that when she gets it on stuff, it's hard to get off.
Yeah.
And so it's a perfect.
So it comes with kids. You just
yeah.
got to accept the stains and
Yeah.
everything when they're older.
Yeah.
Then you can upgrade to nicer stuff.
That's right. We still have the carpet that was put in before I was born in this house
Nice.
because most of it has Vaseline all over it now. because when the girls were sharing a room, Jocelyn took a butt spatula and spooned out all of the Vaseline and painted each other's hair with it.
No way.
And then they painted the floor with it.
No.
The carpet floor. So there's Vaseline everywhere.
What is
Their hair was slicked back for like
Did they, like-
2 weeks because there was so much Vaseline in their
You
hair.
can't help but laugh probably a little bit.
I was so furious when they did it. And now it's a pretty funny story.
I bet they
Probably scarred them for life
Did
the
you
way I
get
talked to
pictures?
them.
I hope you got
I don't-
pictures,
I don't
pictures of the
think so.
slick back hair.
No, because it was not I was not proud at the time. I was not like, I'm going to get pictures of this.
Did they like come downstairs and be like, Dad, look, we did our hair?
No, they were being unruly at bedtime. We had sent them to bed, and then, an hour and a half later, I go up there. They're giggling, and I open the door, and it's just
And
Vaseline
you just stare in silence.
everywhere.
And then, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
We did shaving cream. We got that everywhere. We had it
that's
all
nice.
on a table and played with
Yeah.
it for some reason.
yeah, that sounds fun. So anyway, yes,
Yeah, wow.
you got kids and stuff gets ruined, so don't spend too much money.
Yep. What's your first want, buddy?
My first desire, my want is this is also on high bid. We keep running into small items that we need to repair certain equipment with. And so these 5488s, these international 5488s are 1981, 1983-ish in age. And so we're starting to have trouble coming across parts. There is a front assist, kind of a drive shaft on the front assist that engages. When you engage the front assist, it starts spinning. There's a plastic covering that covers this drive shaft, which is completely gone on one of the 54s. Can't find that sleeve anywhere. So I want to buy a 3D printer that I could get something made for and then kind of click it together, because you probably wouldn't be able to build this. The sleeve is probably 2 foot long maybe, and so you could get it, you could make kind of 3 pieces of it and then click it together, and then you could put it on there. I think that would be pretty sweet. So this is a 3D printer. It's for sale on high bid. I actually, in full disclosure, know nothing about 3D printers
Same.
or sizing.
I know
or
literally zero.
qualities. And I know that there are different materials that you can use to
Yeah.
print with. Some are more flexible and some are harder. But I don't know what this one does. But this is for sale. It just says 3D printer, $110.
Does it have the brand on it?
This is a Creality K1C upgraded 3D printer, large size 3D printer with 600 millimeter max high speed, fully auto leveling, dual gear, direct extruder, and out of the box.
Well, that's not bad.
Larger
110.
printing size, 220, 250 millimeters.
3D printers is just something that I can't really wrap my head around. How the heck it works and never came to be. And it just fascinates me that you can somehow mold something into a printer like that.
I would build so much stuff with this if I had
yeah.
a clue as to how to use CAD or some sort of design.
I mean,
thing.
you wouldn't have to even design it stuff. There's so many files out there. There's websites you find that people just put their own CAD stuff on.
Well, I don't. But how do you get that piece under there into a 3D printer? Like, how do you get the part that I need,
Scan it in.
but I don't have it? That's
Oh.
the thing.
I guess you would have to. You can
So-
you can go on Fiverr, hire somebody to
Make
do
that
that
piece.
So this
for
is
me.
how 3D printers work. You
have a CAD.
essentially like a CAD design something, and then is there like a flash drive you put into the printer?
No. Well, it depends on the printer. Most of the time, you can just connect it to your laptop or your computer, however it works. But no, you have your CAD files,
Yeah.
which is blueprints, that kind of
Yep.
stuff, and it has the height in there, the length, how the thickness of how thick each part needs to be, and it will map it out in the space of the 3D printer, and then whatever you have for the material, it'll just start making that with the needle, and it'll have support beams and that kind of stuff. You want to make sure you have that depending on what you're making. But yeah,
Can you
just
can you
maps it
3D
out.
print an entire house? Could you 3D print all of the things to build a house? That'd be wild.
People 3D print guns.
Crazy.
There's a lot of
Technology's wild.
a lot of things you can do. The
3D printing
the
is
problem
awesome.
the size. The problem is
Yeah.
having something that is scalable to make something that's big enough. Very
I want to
expensive.
3D print the perfect coffee mug.
I don't think that would be that tough, except you'd be drinking out of plastic.
I already got enough microplastics in my brain. Let's add more.
I have a buddy who has
Let's add more.
3D printer. I'll make some Hut Up Media and David Pett's Axe Adventure.
There
3D
you
printed
go.
stuff.
Yeah, we'll put them right here in the middle.
Yeah,
Hold you
there you
to
go.
it.
There you go.
Okay.
Sick.
Cool. That's my want. I think that'd be neat.
All right.
I don't
Yeah.
know how I would use it or who's going to help me use it, but I think
You
having
can
one of those would
always
be neat.
find a use for a 3D printer, though.
There you go. Yeah. How about that?
My unique.
Maybe we'll 3D print a Shuck Buddy.
Oh baby.
That would probably be against the patent regulations, but maybe I'll
Probably.
call him and talk to him.
And yeah, you got to remember because you don't just 3D print. you don't just 3D print a whole thing most of the time. If you're trying to build something, you got to
click it
each
together
part and that kind of stuff. It's really cool though.
Anyway, go on.
Fascinating.
What do you got?
My unique / weird
Your crazy item.
is just it's simple. It's kind of like your wrapping paper one. It's a pair of Oakley sunglasses that it came across high bid when I was looking. It currently has 0 bids. There's 5 days remaining. Who knows if someone
Can you
will buy
talk into
them.
the mic?
Oh, sorry. Who knows if someone will buy them? Currently has 0 bids, but I was just thinking, like, why? Why are you selling your sunglasses on here that someone might pay $4 for? If your sunglasses are old and scratched up and used, just throw them away if you need new ones.
We're so American. Just throw it away and
So
get a
I
new one.
searched for sunglasses on high bid. Oh my gosh, thousands. Thousands of people selling used sunglasses.
Used sunglasses.
These ones even say in the description, glasses are used and have blemishes and scratches.
Can't you
Who's
recycle
gonna buy
that?
that?
Can't
What?
you recycle? It's mostly plastic, isn't it?
Yeah, just recycle it. Who's going to buy scratched glasses for $5? Just throw them away or recycle them. Why are we selling everything? It's so dumb.
Got to make a buck somehow.
Throw them away. And if someone buys this, I'm judging them as much as the person selling them. Go to the gas station and get a nice $15 pair of sunglasses.
You're right. I don't know who would buy that though, because there's plenty of cheap sunglasses
Literally.
you can get.
That's
that
the
would
thing is that
I'm
be
judging
new.
both ends of the spectrum here. The
Yeah.
person selling them and who would buy them.
Now,
Jeepers.
are you judging the auction company for being willing to take a
little
portion because they're taking a portion
Yeah. Hey,
of the
high bid.
proceeds?
High bid.
You know?
Get off your high horse and stop selling sunglasses.
Not a sponsor yet.
Jeez Louise. Something like this irked me. Such a dumb item to sell.
That's interesting. I
Anyway.
hadn't,
Irked.
It's like your 3 feet of wrapping paper left. Let me see if I can make 28 cents on this.
yeah, I don't know if that ever did sell. I didn't bother to go look
Jeepers
because
creepers.
it was used wrapping paper. Not very much left on the roll either.
How much was it? Do you remember?
Well, it was $0. No one was bidding on it.
Oh
Like
yeah.
a
it's
new
bid.
roll of wrapping paper is what? $7?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe people throw this stuff on there thinking like, hey, maybe something crazy will happen. Someone will do some crazy bid and I'll make $100 with the intention of knowing they probably won't sell it and they're just going to chuck it. But why even go through the process of taking 8 different pictures and posting it?
I feel like
That's
it's
just a waste of time.
It's allowing people to feed their hoarder tendencies. They're like,
Yeah.
ooh, I can get that for 50 cents. It's used wrapping paper.
Literally.
Just throw it away. Start it on fire. You'd have more
Yeah.
fun.
Yep. Sure would.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. So I've been really into the Sotheby's Christie's thing lately.
Let's go.
Okay. What I have for sale, this is actually, it's on Sotheby's, so I thought it was an auction, but I think you make an offer on this right
Okay.
now. This is a buy it now complete set of the Pooh books. This is a signed
Hold on.
first edition Winnie the Pooh
Okay,
book.
I was say, what kind of poo we talking?
Yes, there are 4 books
Let's go. I kind of want to buy that.
of the Winnie the Pooh set. Okay. A.A. Milne?
Yeah,
Is
yep.
that how you say that?
Yeah, Milne.
Sold as a set of 4 when we were very young. Winnie the Pooh. Now we are 6. The House at Pooh Corner. Okay.
Sorry. I'm so immature.
I believe this is
funny to
between
me.
1924 and 1928.
That's awesome.
Whoa.
Okay, so we're coming
Wait,
up.
time out. Winnie the
we're
Pooh goes
com-
back that far?
We're coming up on 100-year.
I did not know that.
Dude, Winnie the
right
Pooh's
right at 100
awesome.
years.
I thought Winnie the Pooh was like from the 80s.
Christopher Robin.
Yeah. Christopher Robin.
Dude, I used to watch this stuff as a
I
kid.
thought it
That's
started in the 80s. Oh, I don't know.
No. Okay, so the asking price is $22,500.
I bet it goes for
That
more than
doesn't
that.
that doesn't surprise me actually.
I don't know.
I bet it'll end up going for 25 to 30.
So they have kind of a book auction thing right now.
Yeah.
There's a Cat in a Hat book of Theodore Seuss, and it's for sale for $6,000.
Green eggs and ham.
I don't see that one.
Is that
I don't
Dr.
see that one.
Seuss? His
Yes,
name was
that would be-
Theodore?
I guess so. Yes. Teddy.
Teddy Seuss.
But there's some J.R.R. Tolkien, Lord of the Rings
Yeah.
trilogy type stuff. He has on here. There is a note that he hand wrote to somebody. Let's see if I can find it. And all it is just a note. It's just him writing a letter to somebody, and it basically talks about how I'm sorry you missed out on something or another. And right now, this note is for sale for $19,000. It's a
Whoa.
front back handwritten letter from J.R.R. Tolkien to Ken Jackson concerning a production of The Hobbit. And it's dated 1968, handwritten and signed.
Dude, that's kind of amazing.
So
I would actually like that if I could afford it.
yeah, I mean, that's super cool.
Yeah.
But you know, just there's so much neat stuff out there in the book world. I call it the book world because I'm not very read. But
Out in the studious universe.
Can we settle this now? Lord of the Rings, best book trilogy there is.
I've never read them. I've only watched the movies. I have read all the Hobbits, and they're incredible. Wait, just the Hobbit, right? Is there multiple Hobbits?
It's 3 books. I put it into one movie. Is
Yeah.
that correct?
Yeah, there.
Oh, I guess there's what is there 2 Hobbit movies now?
No, there was 3.
Were there 3
was
Hobbit
3?
movies?
Oh, man, I
3.
didn't like the Hobbit movies, man.
Maybe it was one book that turned it into 3
Lord of the
movies.
Rings is probably the best trilogy of all time, in my opinion.
They're
So
Of movies?
good.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
good.
I guess I shouldn't say books, but of movies for sure.
It changed the way that I viewed books because Star Wars wasn't a book, right? It was a movie series. And so growing up, that was really the only trilogy that was of note until Lord of the Rings came out.
Yep.
And that was then based on novels. And then that has changed, you know, all the Jason Bourne stuff. And there's so many things in that late 2000s era that was based off of books that then turned into major movie series.
And they actually did it well. There's so many movies that come out nowadays that are based off of books, but destroy it.
Yeah, they destroy the book.
I think our next episode together with the two of us, we need to rank our top 5 trilogies.
Did Peter Jackson direct The Hobbit?
I don't know. I
would
don't
be
know.
surprised.
Yeah.
I would be surprised.
Did he?
Oh, no, he did Lord of the Rings, not
He
the
did the
Hobbit.
Lord of the Rings, but I don't think he did The
No.
Hobbit, did he? I think he was kind of like this after the Lord of the Rings. He said, I'm done.
Before we wrap up here, I thought of a funny segment we could do. A segment where funny book titles that could have
Still directed by Peter Jackson, by the way.
Wow.
Oh, feels bad, man.
Rich. That guy's rich.
So much money.
A segment we could do where book titles that could have a funny second meaning. The House on Pooh Corner made me think of that.
There you go.
What's the second meaning of that?
I don't need to go into it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was fun. What a fun episode. I got to learn more about sweet corn. I'm super pumped to see how this thing works here in the near future. And sweet corn season is going to be absolutely incredible. Speaking of Pooh Corner, sweet corn season. A lot of interesting poos.
Oh, man.
So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. Share with your friends. Tell your friends about how much you laughed, how much you hopefully got educated while listening to Dave and Ped ramble. And I hope you enjoy what we have to say. If you have critiques, things you want to hear, stuff you'd like us to talk about, let us know. Hit up Hut Up Media. Find me on social media. Whatever it takes, let us know.
Find an auction. If you find an auction item that you think is of note,
Yes.
send it in.
Send us auction items. We would love to talk about them on the air. And we just so much appreciate you guys listening and taking time out of your day to let us entertain you a little. And we'll see you next time on Dave and Ped's AGcellent Adventure.
Do you realize that a majority of the things we talked about today involved poop in some way, shape, or form?
Yeah.